How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Day Dave, and this is episode 9 of a Let's Play series for Farming Simulator 22 on the mod map Hills of Tuscany. Where we last left off, we ended up buying 2 pieces of property that were loaded with trees. We ended up turning them into wood chips. We ended up making a whole bunch of cut logs. We were busy, and as you can see, that busyness paid off. We have $217,000 in the bank right now. We are able to do something with it. Don't know what we're going to do with it yet, but who knows. But we still have the land there, and thankfully it's been cold enough in parts to snow, especially in the mornings, but in the evenings it's been warming up throughout the day, and it's actually prevented the ground from actually freezing up. So I've got the idea to go ahead and go back to the properties there and try and plow them out. I'm hoping that the plow will be able to dig into the dirt and actually tear it up, and we can actually create some fields. And I think that's what we're going to be doing today, is we're going to be creating some fields. We're going to have to get rid of all the stumps that are left behind, and where it's going to be really difficult is that property off to the east. And actually I should have gone out the back way to go there, but this way will work just fine. But so yeah, that's what we're going to be working on today, because there's really not a whole lot else to do. There's no contracts outstanding for me. There's just sitting and waiting. But I refuse to sit and wait. I am going to make something happen, which is why I bought the properties and just kind of went from there. So I'm going to go ahead and run over to the eastern property there and start hopefully digging up some dirt. Like I said, hopefully the ground isn't too hard to where it's not going to allow me to tear into it and get something going. So I will see you there in a little while. Alright, so we're approaching the eastern property over here. You can see it's really thinned out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to try and create a field over here. Now I'm probably going to run into a bunch of stumps and all sorts of stuff around here, but I want to give myself a decent enough border around and away from the road here. Thinking maybe about, yeah, see there's a stump right there. And I'm thinking about here. Hey, yes, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be slow and it's gonna be tough, but it looks like we're gonna make it through. Whoa, what did I just do there? Oh, like I said, there's going to be stumps. There's going to be stuff that we run into. All right, so I want to get like a good border. All the way around the property here. And see, I already got a lot of stumps from this property here. So hopefully I'm not going to see too much in the way of stumps. But where I'm going to see tons of stumps at the other property. Alright, perfect. Look at that. Got us a nice border around. Look at that. But once we get everything else kind of cleaned up here, we get the whole field defined out, we'll be able to then set our sights on clearing out the rest of the stumps that we missed, as well as picking up some of the stones. And you can see we're digging up some small stones. It's not going to be, you know, tons and tons of stuff that we get from this field, but it's going to be something. So, and what's nice is this will give us something to plant in March. I'm thinking, you know, I'm actually thinking about making these in the grass fields. That way we can kind of have one maybe dedicated to hay, have another that's dedicated to grass. I'm sorry, to silage, and that way we can just really start kind of chugging away, and you know, or maybe we'll just do all silage. We'll just wrap everything, let it ferment, and then just use it to supplement our income. Kind of, that might be a better way to go about it, because I mean, we could get this stuff to where we can start getting cows and get that kind of underway, but it might just be more profitable just to worry about baling for the time being and just selling off the profits. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to go ahead and finish plowing this field out, get everything all situated, and I will bring you back in as soon as I'm done. Alright, so as you can see here, we are all done with this field. And yeah, we only missed a couple of the stumps here, but like I said, the other field is just tons and tons of stumps. So we're going to have to deal with that one. But I want to check out, just to make sure we're as far over as we possibly can be for the property line. Ooh, and we're right there. It looks like I may have missed a little bit. Maybe right there? Let's see. Lift that back up. Okay, there we go. Now the field is well defined. Yeah, so that'll work out just fine. Now let's head over to the other field. That's way over to the west. So I will go ahead and jet over there, and I will meet you there when I get there. Alright, so now I'm approaching the second property, and it's just beyond this little hedge of trees right here. So I'm thinking pull up here. Like I said, this one is going to be an absolute nightmare when it comes to stumps. They're going to be everywhere. Let's see, let's drop it down here. Alright, let's get to making this field. And these are just going to be tiny, tiny, tiny fields. There are not going to be much product or anything special that we're going to get out of them. But it's going to be something. And in my world, something's always better than nothing. And right now, we've got, well, not nothing, but certainly close to nothing. But the harder we work, the more time and effort we put into things, the more we'll get. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about with all the stumps. And some of them are huge. Wow, that's a lot of deer that just appeared. Wonder if my tractor is like the deer whisperer or something. There we go. I think we've got a good, well-defined edge for the field. And what's nice about doing this is if you plow out first, even with stumps in play like this one here, and this is kind of a nightmare, but the benefit that you get is you can now easily see where all the stumps are and be able to take care of them rather than, you know, come out here with the grass all in place or the non-existent field in place and then try and get all of them all in one pass, and then inevitably you always end up missing some. They're just hiding in too good of a spot to where you just don't see them, and then you have to come back out here with either the rented equipment or if you own it, you know, inevitably you always just miss, you know, one or two, and then you have to, you know, fight everything all over again. So this way, yeah, it's a little bit more cumbersome and trying to work your way around obstructions and all that, but I think it in the end saves time, even though it's not the kindest way to treat my plow. Yeah, wow, look at all those stumps. That is crazy. I knew there was a lot of trees on this property, but I just didn't realize it until now. Like this is really kind of putting it in perspective. There we go. As you can see, we are done, and look how many stumps this field had. Holy cow. I mean, every single stump was a tree, and we took care of all those trees. That is just crazy to me. Holy smokes. So, I need to run up to the shop now, and I need to pick up some kind of stump grinder. I don't know what one I'm going to get at this point, but I just know I've got to get some stumps ground. So, I will go ahead and cut us out from here, and I'll cut us back in as soon as I get up to the shop. We'll see you in a bit. So I'm rapidly approaching the shop here. I'm going to go ahead and pull in, and I'm going to, I'll probably lease a stump grinder. I don't need to buy anything. No need to do that. But, let's see, pull in here. I'll pull up right next to the front doors here because it's really cold outside. There we go. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and lease a stump grinder. I'll be right back. So I went ahead and leased myself a stump grinder, as you can see back there. But that means that I have too much equipment up here. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my plow and my weight. I don't think I'll need the weight. But let's leave the plow right there. Leave the weight right here. Because I got to come back and return this thing anyways, so it's not going to be too big of a deal just to leave that stuff there. There we go. Now let's see, I can drop that down, and this works like a grinder and a plow. But this is all I need right now. So let's go ahead and head over. We'll head over to the east property first. We'll get that all taken care of, and then we'll head over to the west property. We'll see you over in the east. Alright, so here I am at the eastern property. Let's go ahead and pull up here. Here's a nice stump to try this out on. Oh, you know what? Here, we don't need that. Let's see if we can find the rest of the stumps here in the field. Here, there was that one right there at the field edge. Let me see if I can take care of that without... Just like that. Perfect. Let's see. Is this one over here? Perfect. Alright, let's do one quick pass around the field just to make sure we're not missing anything. I think we're going to be okay. Let's see. Oh, one right there. Perfect. All right, I think if I come back around, you want to be able to do one pass in one direction, one pass in the other direction, because the color of the dirt can sometimes blend with the color of the tree stump, especially with all the snowflakes and stuff. That might mess with you. But if you come at it from one direction and then you come at it from another direction, you kind of pick up on the slice that may be leaning in one direction or another, in which it'll mask itself going one direction, but you head in that opposite direction, and then you kind of see it in its just kind of hiding out there. So yeah, definitely take the little bit of extra time required to be able to kind of take your time and make sure you got all your stumps. That way you're not having to release out equipment, you know, down the line, especially when it comes time for you to be doing some of the other tasks like stone picking or, you know, potentially seeding. It's one of those that there's nothing worse than having to go and redo a job because you got too impatient. So let's go ahead and head out to the western property at this point, and we will take care of all those stumps out there, because that's going to be brutal. But we'll see you out there in a bit. Alright, we're at the western property here, and this is where we're going to make the stump grinder really earn its keep. Alrighty, so it looks like I'm all done here. I'm just going to make my couple of passes real quick just to make sure I'm not missing anything. No, that looks good to me. Now let's one more pass in the other direction just to make sure there's nothing hiding. No, that looks like a winner to me. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and head back to the shop. We'll return this and pick up all of our equipment there. We'll see you in a bit. All right, back up here to the shop. Let's go ahead and return this set of equipment real quick. Let's see, let's return that. Pull back out. Alright, now we need to go ahead and purchase a stone picker. So let's go, oh, we'll lease a stone picker. We'll see you once we get one. So we picked up a stone picker. And there it is. Actually, here, let's pick up the weight first, because I have a feeling I'm going to need a little bit extra traction in the front. There we go. Alright, we'll pick up the stone picker, we'll go to the east and then the west. Now I hope that I have enough power in this tractor. This is meant for 170 horsepower, but my tractor is 190. So I've got 20 horses extra. I'm hoping that everything will work out just fine. But I will go ahead and head over to the eastern field and we'll see you over there. Alright, so we're approaching the eastern field, as you can see, tucked away behind the tree line there. We'll go ahead and get back there, pick up all the stones from this field. Let's unfold this. And here we go. So far, we're doing good, even though the tractor is wanting to really kind of float around for some reason. Oh, come on, tractor, you can do it. Come on. Well, it is picking up the stones, so I'm not going to complain too much. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. So the tractor is just desperately trying to get through this field. It is able to tow it, but there's some kind of really bad weight distribution. I'm not sure if it's because of the weight in the front, if it's because of the weight from the stone picker in the rear. I just don't know. So as you can see, we're all done with the stone picking on this field. Got 354 liters of stones. I know we got so much inventory now. Woo, doggies. That is a lot of stone. I really hope you can sense the sarcasm in my voice. Anyways, 354 liters of stones. That might get us about $300. So we're going to go over to the other field down in, well, up to the west there, and we're going to go ahead and pick all the stones off of there. We'll see you in a bit. So I made it over here to the western field here. Let's go ahead and drop this down. Now hopefully, because this field here has a little bit less steep of a slope here, I'm hoping, well, it's already starting to prove, no, wait, okay. I'm hoping that I'll have a little bit easier time with this field than the last one, just because this field isn't as steep as the other field. So, let's see how things go with this one. And there we go. Last bit of stones from this field. Let's go ahead and fold this up. And now I'm going to head south. I'm going to go to the stone quarry and see if they'd be interested in buying a whole 600 liters worth of stone. But let's go ahead and head down there and see what we can get. See you in a little bit. Alright, so I'm pulling up to the stone quarry and lime factory right here. Let's go ahead and sell off the stones that we got here. And just out of curiosity, whoa, $750,000 to buy this plant. Oof, oof, oof. Alright, well, not going to be anytime soon. There we go. Woo, baby, $53. We are in the money. In the money. Let's go ahead and pull around back here. Yeah, see, look at that. Look at all that stone right there. Oof. That'd be nice. Anywho. Alright, now let's go ahead and return the stone picker, pick up our equipment, and then I think we're going to go ahead and hibernate the rest of this winter, because, oh man, I think we might be pushing our luck. When we're worried about getting $53 worth of stones, that's that might be just about time to say enough is enough for the winter. So I will go ahead and head back over to the shop, which is right down the street over here. You can see. But I mean, for the winter time, we've gotten a lot accomplished. We got 2 fields completely removed all the trees around those fields. We stone picked, we plowed, we destroyed all the stumps to allow us to get to that point. I mean, we've done a ton of stuff, and we've made a pretty healthy profit up until this point as well, you can see. So yeah, I'm very, very pleased with that. You know, and it's certainly better than just sitting around all winter waiting for thaw to hit. Let's see, so return. Alright, back out. Grab our plow, and then we're going to head back to the farm. There we go. Alright, go ahead and see you over there. So I'm back here at the farm, gonna go ahead and put away the plow. And then, like I said, I think I'm just gonna wait out the winter and get into the starts of spring so we can start getting some contracts again and start bringing some life back into the farm, because it feels kind of empty in the winter time. So yeah, just one of those, I don't know, just that time of year when, you know, things kind of slow down and you really just kind of have to wait things out. Let's go ahead and park this over here. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go inside with the family and hang out by the fire for a while. See you in a bit. Okay, so here we are. We are in March. As you can see, it's still snowing. It's just been snowing on and off, and whew, we're having a late winter. But because it's March, I can go ahead and start planting some grass. I'm going to plant both of the eastern and western fields with grass and be able to kind of get them up and running and start producing some stuff. So let's go ahead and grab the tractor right here. Go ahead and grab the seeder here. Okay, perfect. So we got that set to grass. 76% left, 1,200 liters. It should be enough to do both the fields because they're not that large. Let's go ahead and head over to, well, the eastern field first and get this all sorted. We'll see you over there. Alright, so the eastern field is approaching here to my right. Let's go ahead and get, let's see, start up here at the top. Let's see, about right here. There we go. This should work out just fine. And hopefully we'll have enough oomph to get up and down this hill just going in the one direction. But we'll see. We'll see how this all goes. I think this will work out rather nicely. But we are planting. It is working. The ground is firm but not hard. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and finish planting this field, and then we'll go on to the west and finish that one as well. We'll see you at the end of this one. So there we go. We just got the eastern field done. That is the bigger of the two fields. Now let's head off to the west and get that one planted as well. We'll meet you over there. All right, we're out here to the west. Let's go ahead and plant this field and get this all set and ready to go. Oh, come on, let's get some traction, get some power. There we go. Come on, you can do it. All right, well, I will continue planting this field, and I will cut us back in as soon as we finish. All right, so I am on my last pass here, and I am thrilled with how much we got done this winter. I was saying it earlier, and I'm going to say it again. Trees removed, stumps removed, fields created, now planted, full of grass. We've got two, I mean, they're not huge or anything, but they're decent-sized grass fields. And yeah, we're going to be able to turn those into silage bales and just kind of go at it. I'm excited. I'm really happy with the way that things have turned out over the winter. And we have over $200,000. So when you can come out a winner with more money than what you go into it, that's a good winter. That's a really good winter. So yeah, that's where we kind of stand at the moment. But I think this is a good place to end this episode. If you enjoyed it, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.